Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing today? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. I almost said Friday. Yeah, listen, I'm terrible when it comes to days. I forget what day of the week it is a lot. I don't know, maybe I'm getting old. But anyways, it is Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It is Friday's Eve. One more day to Friday. One more day to freedom. One more day for some of us that work all weekend long, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and turn this music off. Hey, I've been getting hit with muted audio on occasion on the stream because of this music that's supposedly not copyright free. But guess what? I mean, look at this. This is it right here. Let me show you real quick. Let me go and use desktop. This says right at the bottom, copyright free music for creators and streamers. It is not true. Disregard that how to cut file. We're going to get to that in a moment. That is so not true. That is a falsehood, because for the majority of it, yes. But at some point yesterday, and I don't think I was talking, thank goodness, so you probably won't miss anything. But there was a spot where, yeah, that muted my audio for my VOD because it said copyright music. So guess what? No more music. So you're just gonna have to deal with me. If you want music, I'll do some singing. La-di-da, la-di-da. Wait, is this some music?
Welcome to the Wolfpack. Good to see you. I hope you enjoy your stay, and thanks for the follow.
Yeah, that's not the one. Let me see. Is it this one? That's the music we're gonna play. That's gonna be the music we play. There we go. And since I now found I have my opening now. I don't even have to say anything.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm glad to see you here. It is a sunny day in South Florida, and let's get going. Let's get started.
There we go. Enough of that. You know, I need to add the time and date in there somehow. The time, date, and temperature outside. By the way, it's 84 degrees outside in sunny South Florida. It is actually sunny today. So it's going to be a hot one. It was hot yesterday. It's going to be hot again today. Summertime is here, my friends. I know it's crazy, but it is here. And it is May 22nd, in case you're keeping track of that and need to know what date it is. Good. By the way, now is about the time where people they're like, everyone's telling me like, oh, I'm going to be out of town during this time. I'm going out of town this time. You know, everybody's taking their summer little breaks. And if I'm not mistaken, Memorial Day is Monday. Is that true? I think is that right? Let me double check. I always want to make sure. I believe I'm right. I get Memorial Day and Labor Day confused. Yeah, May 26th. That's right. Monday is Memorial Day. So we have for some of you, you may have a long weekend. For some of you that are still in school, you may have a long weekend too. So that's great. That just means more work for me to do. We are officially, after today, no longer parents of kids that are in high school. Isn't that crazy? After tomorrow. I'm sorry, after tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow we will be, it will be my daughter's graduation. She'll be graduating from high school and she will be done. She's my youngest, and that is it. That means we will have no more high schoolers in our house. Thank goodness. If you have a high schooler or a middle schooler, man, there's such a ball of headaches there, right? So many roller coasters to go through when you have kids that are in school. I'm talking about like middle school and high school. Elementary school, that's a breeze. That's the fun part. When it comes to middle school, then it's like, oh. High school, oh man. Because, well, at least in middle school, you're still involved, right? You're still like kind of like, you can step in. When it comes to high school, they're kind of on their own. Even though you want to help, but they're like, I got this, Dad. No, Dad. Don't embarrass me. Well, actually, they said that to me all their lives. So yeah, it's high school, man. I'm so happy she's done with high school. She had a good a good high school experience, I think. I'm not going to say she had the best one. I think both of my girls, you know what? They got out of high school what they needed to, and they got good grades, and they got freaking whatever freaking scholarships, awards that they got, and they're good to go. So they're happy, they're ready, they're registered for college. Well, this one is. The other one's already been in college for 2 years now. And yeah, all I see is money signs, like money leaving. But that is why I am actually in the process of working on really maintaining a budget here in the house. You know, it doesn't matter how much money you make. When you have, well, I shouldn't say that, because people that are like stupidly rich, I'm sorry, I want to say that because it's just ridiculous. When they're just ridiculously rich and it doesn't matter, spending $1,000 is like throwing $1. Those kind of people, yeah, no. Then I guess they don't care. They're like, whatever, you know. But budget schmudget. My kids are in school. It's fine. But seriously, for us working folk, for us people that are working folk, no matter what level of working you are in, kids going to college, whether you saved up for it, whether you did a Florida prepaid or whatever state you're in, it's still going to cost you something. And it's definitely one of those things that hits your budget hard when your kids are out of the house, because now you are, for the most part, maintaining your house as well as theirs or wherever they're living. It doesn't have to be a house. And so that's kind of what it is. So even though they're not at home anymore, you're still paying for them. And that's just how it is. And if you can do that, great. If you can't do that, then you should have been having that conversation early on and been like, you might need to get a job to help us out. and help yourself out too. And that's okay because we do that as well. Give me 1 second. Speaking of the daughter, she's stepping in. Be right back. Sorry about that. Anyways, so we can talk about kids later. We can talk about budget and stuff at any time. But yeah, it's definitely something that's on my mind as I've got 2 grown kids now. But it's funny because they're not, we're not going to be paying for them for the rest of their life. So I kind of mentioned to my oldest, I'm like, hey, you got about a year and a half to get everything in order. So what you're going to be taking care of yourself. So that's coming up. So yeah, anyway, we'll talk about that. Maybe maybe you're experiencing something like that. Maybe you have some college kids or some kids that are ready to leave the nest, or maybe they've already left the nest, but they're kind of like still have your temporary nest at your house. What it is, I would love to hear what you're going through, and if you want to share any of that, and any insight you have, any tips you have for me, because my wife and I are about to become empty nesters. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to be like. I mean, having one kid gone was, it was tough, but now completely empty nest. I'd like to know what you think. So let me throw these socials up here in case you need them. I'll put the socials up. This is everywhere you can talk to me, obviously. And also, I'm going to go ahead and throw my Discord up. And, we're like-minded people in the community there. We're a small little group. A lot of shenanigans, a lot of different gaming and coffee chat and AI stuff and artsy fartsy and foodie stuff. And we've got all sorts of little things there. Listen, it's not one of those Discords that you join and it's like constantly active, but there are a few of us that are constantly active and we all make fun of each other. But it's just a place to communicate in case you need to feel connected with other people. You're welcome. You are welcome to come in. We accept everyone. So just don't be a jerk. That's it. I think that's one of the rules. Don't be a jerk. Jerks don't last. Anyways, all right. So today I'm going to tackle something that I've been kind of a little bit skittish on, and I'm going to use a walkthrough that my friend gave me. You guys know him as Brink. He gave me this how to cut files. And basically, I don't need to make cut files, but I need to make, at least not today, but I need to make JPEGs into SVGs and PNGs. And I'm doing it in Illustrator. Now, I'm not a big user of Illustrator. I've always been a Photoshop guy. So I'm trying to use Illustrator a lot more. And that's kind of what I'm going to work on today. I've got these little cute critters that have a little book on them. I'm going to make them little sticker designs. So we need to get all the white out of the area and give them a white stroke around them. Good morning, Hyde. Good to see you. You're here just in time. So, further ado, let's go over to Study Main. And I believe I have my open here. It's open. It's very open. By the way, we are not doing music today, which kind of sucks. So we'll see how this goes. But when I played back, you don't really hear the music when I was streaming yesterday. Not too much. It was very soft. I just don't like the fact that they muted my stuff. Give me coffees. Yes, here you go. I have another cup back here that I just finished. If you need it, you want to borrow my cup, you can. Go get your coffee. I forgot this is my bad elbow. I should have my coffee on the other side. Okay. Let's get to it. All right. So according to this, I'm gonna just do this word by word. I think you guys can read this because I made it big enough that you can read it. So it says how to cut files by the man, the myth, the legend, the illustrious Brink One. Getting started. Open Adobe. I'm gonna do this step like if I've never I've never used this before. That's what I'm going to do. So it says open Illustrator. Did that. Yeah. Damn, I'm awesome. I had a 2 a.m. meeting and then I overslept. Oh, Hyde is tired. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay. Control N for a new file. There you go. Dimensions of the file aren't set in stone, but 12 inches by 12 inches works well with most cut machines. We're not doing a cut machine, but it's okay. We're still going to use 12 by 12. So we're going to do that. And hey, guys, I'm really seriously thinking about getting a Cricut cut machine. Yeah, and I'm still thinking about that freaking UV printer. But I definitely want to get a Cricut. So that's there. Goldie, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, and God bless you as well. Thanks for being here. Let's see. All right, so we did that. You will use it. It's a solid investment. I think I will. The Cricut machine. Yeah, I think I've been thinking about it. And I really feel like I'm leaning towards getting it. I might get it in the summer. By the way, I do have some vacation time coming towards sometime in June. So I may be out. So I'm going to probably wait till after my vacation time and then I'll get it. So maybe I'll get it in July. Because I know in June I'm going to take a little time and I'll let you know when. Don't worry. You'll know. I mean, when I say vacation time, it means like no stream time. That's what I mean. I'm not going to be on stream. It's not going to happen. I'll probably put some videos out, but I won't be streaming. Everybody needs a break. Let's see. Dimensions are 12 by 12. That works fine. You should always save your design as an Illustrator file for future changes, tweaks, or for copying certain elements for use in other design files. Shift Control S to open up file, save, dialog, or file. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not look. Hold on a second. Let me close this again. I didn't look at whether or not I was doing the right thing. So Control N. I said this. Let's make sure everything's correct. 1 inch, 0, SMYK, 300, default. I got it. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and name this. Let's name this Critter Readers. That's what we're going to name it. And then we're going to create. Sorry, doing it again. Yeah, I waffled on it for a long time, but the machine has already paid for itself. Yeah, I figured. And I'm just thinking when you look at the cost of like doing stickers and like kind of shipping out stickers is the worst part. If you do print on demand and you decide to do stickers, it's expensive, man. I mean, it'll cost you like $5 to $6 shipping to pay a print on demand thing. And then the sticker itself is like way too much. And so, of course, you're trying to make a profit on top of that. And it's like, by the time you put your markup on it, you're paying their cost and you're paying for their shipping. It's like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, who the hell's going to buy that? I'm sorry, but who's going to really buy that? So I'm like, if I'm going to make stickers at some point, if I want to sell them, I'm going to make them myself. Eventually. Yeah, I'm new to streaming and it's actually a lot of work. It is. It can be. It depends. I used to do a lot of work prep. Hold on. Open file, save as Illustrator file. I think it's already saved as an Illustrator file. Let's do it anyways. Control Shift S. Is that what he said? Yeah, there it is. All right, we're gonna save this. Where should we save this? Digital products. Give me 1 second. We'll talk. Cute animals. There we go. We're going to save it there. I actually have one that says cute animals, but that's not the one I want to use. I'm going to use this from scratch. I think we leave all this the same. This is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Mr. Brink, good morning. Good to see you. It's definitely time consuming trying to fit in for long bouts of time. It definitely is. One of the things that I used to do before when streaming was I used to do show prep. So early, and this was like early on, I think after the first year. The first year, all I did was play Hearthstone. So I was playing this card game online, and it was from Blizzard. And I just learned how to play Hearthstone, and I would just play Hearthstone and laugh at myself at how dumb. I didn't make the right move, or where we got beat all the time, but it was just fun. And it was a lot of talking, just interacting. And I didn't do any planning for that. It was kind of like whatever came in, that's what we did. And then I just played Hearthstone. That's it. But then after the first year, then I started thinking about, okay, I got to do more than just Hearthstone. So I started doing other games and trying to try out different things. And I started slowly talking a little more. I mean, I was always talking because, as you can tell, I talk a lot. But I started slowly getting into more interactive conversations and trying to like bring up topics. And then we played Scum for a long time, and that was a lot of interactability. I didn't even say that right. Interactability. Is that all right? Is that a word? But anyway, it's a word now. And and I made a community of friends. We played together online. It was no longer just me. Because actually for a while there before that, I did do some co-streaming, or at least streaming on Discord with some friends. And we tried to play D&D online also. And so there was a couple of times we did that. But in Scum, which was a survival game, we actually became a community. And a lot of times I would stream while I was playing with other people. And so it became like a party, and it was great. And we did that for about a year and a half or so. And slowly after that, as I stopped playing Scum, because we don't even want to go there, why not? But game just I lost interest in the game because of a lot of changes. Let's just say that. I slowly went into more chat and like just kind of talking about things, getting involved with AI stuff, talking about what was in the news, just in general, just a lot more interactive chatting. I think that's kind of what it turned into. And that's where Coffee Chat grew from. So that's really, now when I was doing that, I felt like I had to have topics. I had to have videos lined up. I had to like be prepared for that. And so that probably was the hardest part on streaming. But then as time went on, more recent, like last year, it was no longer about planning. It was like, you know what? Whatever comes up, comes up. And we're just going to talk about it. And we're just going to go on. Whether I'm going to play a game or whether I'm going to do my work or whatever it is, we're just going to do that. And that's kind of how it's rolled. So I no longer do any kind of show prep. I kind of just, it is what it is. It's kind of, let's go this route. But I enjoy it because, I only stream for my friends, for the friends that I've made. And some of them are working, some of them are not. Some of them are working from home so they can hang out with us. But all in all, it's just good. It's just good. Good to be here. And why do I do this? Sometimes people are like, well, why are you doing this if you're not making any money off this? Well, I get my work done. That's number one. But number two, I do this because you never know when there's going to be somebody that's going to drop in because they're looking to get connected with other people. And they're looking for a little community to belong to. And I'm like, you know what? You are welcomed here. And that's what it's all about. If you start singing, I'm going to mute you. Despacito. Taba, 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 Doritos. Dee, 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 burrito. I know you didn't mute that. Accountability is the benefit of streaming. Yeah, accountability is huge too. And you know what's funny? It's like I have most of my screens up, except with the one that has the Streamlabs and like the YouTube, Twitch or whatever up. But yeah, accountability is huge. Stop it! Why are you such a clipper? I'm going to call you the clipper. Thank you for sharing your experience. No, anytime. I love to share. Okay, let me read this. Make sure I'm on the right platform. All right, I did number 4. Now, creating your design. Set your file color to black. Oh, my fill color. Fill color should be black. How do we do that? Oh, like this? Click OK. All right. Now what? No stroke color? I guess I do white on this one. It doesn't say to, but I always do this. Oh, no. I do no stroke because we're not doing any strokes on this. Just kidding. I know, man. It's all right. The clipper. All right. Set your fill color to and turn off stroke. I did that. I turned off. Look at that. I knew how to do that. If you're using text in your design, make sure to create outlines of the text using the short shift control. Okay, we're going to need this information later. That's very important information that we're going to need later. That right there. So we're going to do that because I'm going to use type later. But I am going to need to put my images up here. So let me read the rest of this to see if this pertains to what I'm doing right now. When creating outlines of your text, some fonts. Okay, all of this is going to be text related. So we're going to come back to that. Make sure no shapes. You want everything flat. Okay, we're not going to do any of this yet. Finalize your design. Okay, we're going to come back to that. Saving your design. All right, so this is good. We're going to need this information in a little bit. But for now, we need to get our images in here. So let me put this in there. So I think I can just drag them, right? Drag them right in. Boy, they're big. Oh no, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Disregard that. Oh, cancel. Oh, I can't do it that way, can I? Are they all grouped behind each other? Or no, it only does one at a time? Let me do this again. I might have messed up. Oh, there they are. See, they're on top of each other. Let me just, I'm going to delete them. I'll start over because they're right on top of each other and I think they might be grouped. So let me do one at a time. And in the meantime, I'm also going to close Photoshop, which should not have opened in the background. Sorry. Okay, let's try this again. Bam. Oh, why do I keep doing it? Why do I do that? I'm so used to pressing enter to like get away from something. Don't mind me. Welcome to my morning. Who wrote that terrible guide? I know, this guy named Brink. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Hello there, little guy. All right, these are going to be the people we're using. We're going to make them a little smaller too. They're huge right now. I don't know if I can make them smaller in here. Are they objects in here? Or do I have to wait till I actually convert them? Well, now I'm angry for a whole different reason. I looked up the best male Latin singer in Google and had audacity to say it was Bad Bunny when the world knows it's Julio Iglesias. Very nice. I don't know if everybody knows who Julio Iglesias is. They'll all be like, "You mean Enrique Iglesias?" Julio Iglesias was his dad. He was a really great singer. All the women loved that man. That he had the best voice. Good looking man too. All right. Can I make these smaller? They are pixel images until you image trace expand them into shapes. Okay. All right. So then I have to leave them as they are until I change them, right? Okay. Wow, this is going to be huge then. All right, we'll just put them like this for now. And then we'll shrink them down eventually. All right, first one's first. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay. Now this is not part of this document. Is it? No, it's not. No, I don't remember this. Okay. So image trace is not part of this document. So this is something I have to remember how to do. Jeez, who wrote this thing? So let's see. I think I do image trace, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. No, I don't think that's not what I was supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to do it from over here somewhere. Hold on a second. Let's find it. It's not character style. It's not that one. No, because the guide is building your own SVG, not using existing images. Ah, I got it. You're right. Well, geez. You would think that the person that did that would know. I know how to do this because he told me how to do this before. It's not Pathfinder. Go to Windows Image Trace and open the window. That's what, see, I thought I knew that. I knew that. Image trace. There it is. Somewhere. I opened it. Let's try that again. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so I'm picking this. There it is there. Preset. I'm going to use. You know what? You can write your own guide, Mr. Buttface Head. But how? But then I can't complain to anyone else but myself. Are we doing low? I think a low fidelity photo is what we were doing. I don't think we were doing high. So let's try that one. And now it's going to go ahead and do that. And by the way, we should just make that bigger over there. It's okay, Brink. Oh, that is not what we want. It really did change it a great deal. So let's go ahead and Control C. So let's do high fidelity. So now we're going back. We're going to do default. We'll try high fidelity. Low fidelity, yes. High creates way too many shapes and colors. I know. I mean, so what is the point of an SVG? I mean, I know what it's like. You could resize it any way you want, but it's not meant for people to change the colors, right? See, now it still looks great. This is what I love, that it still looks good. If I do it the other way, it's not going to look as good. So that's the problem. Did it do it? I don't think it did it. SVG is infinitely resizable. That's what yeah, so that's what's good. These are more detailed than the old ones, so maybe, yeah, high. Yeah, these are going to definitely be high. Because the other one, because otherwise it looks like a painting. You want to see it again? I'll do it real quick. Hold on. Because if we do low fidelity, here's the difference. I'm going to make this bigger so you guys can see this. So if we do low fidelity, we're going to get like almost like a painting. I'll let you see that. And by the way, to the left of me, at the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see, I was going to show you Leonardo has this great flow state. Oh, there you go. So see how it's, I mean, it's not terrible. But if you're looking to, if this is for like, that's great for a woven blanket, by the way. But if you're looking for this to be like a sticker or something that's going to be, you know, maybe on a t-shirt or whatever, I don't know if this would be the look you want. I don't think so. It is cool though. I'd like to hear your feedback on this. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Last minute graduation stuff. So anyway, so this is this might be a little bit too artsy partsy, I think. Just keep in mind, high settings will make a larger file size, not by a ton or anything. It should still be manageable file size. On the image trace, click on Advanced and click on the Ignore Color, and it'll ignore the white default. Okay, because I am going to remove all of the white. That's the whole point of this. So let me do this again. So you're saying on the image trace, click on Advanced. Here it is, Advanced. And click on Ignore Color. Sorry, I'm looking. Give me a second. I got to bring this down. Okay. But wait, if it ignore white, auto gets rid of white, but it doesn't get rid of the white inside of the. If there was white inside, does it get rid of that white too? Let's see. So we're gonna do high. Excuse me. Okay, real quick. Let's let this finish. Okay, gotcha. They're pure shades. Okay, so there you go. So that's done. Now, what is the next step on this? I forgot now because I did the image trace, but it's still. I don't remember. I'd have to look at my video. Expand. Okay. I got to go back and look at my video. Aha. There it is. So now it's got all of that. And I should be able, so the white is not, I should be able to just get rid of the white. You're saying the white isn't there anymore, but it's there. It's there right now. So I can't separate. Do I have to do ungroup? Maybe. Hold on a second. No, it's all together, buddy. I had to actually select it and get rid of it. Okay, so now I can group it. I always do traces off of the artboard. That's what I did. Did you forget? Look, my artboard is right here, this tiny little square. So it didn't remove it. You lied. All right, I'm going to group these. Okay, so let's see. I think I remember how to do this part. So we select it. We do, hold on. We do control, don't, wait, I know this. Control C to copy. Control Shift V to put in place. Then we're going to Control Shift. No, hold on. We should have 2 copies. So now, give me a second. I'm remembering. Once I get this done the first time, the second one will be faster. Damn it. I did that. So there's two of them. Okay, so there's two of them. Now I click on the front one and I do unite. And then I believe I do expand. Oh, I changed my color to always be white. Then I do object expand, I believe. I should have wrote this down again. I completely forgot. Or no, there was another one. I'm going to get it. Simplify was what I had to do. Yeah, that's not working. Okay. So I got to remember these. Hold on a second. I got to go back. Let me go back to my original video. Actually, we did this on stream the last time, so I had to find that one. It's great when you don't remember how to do something. It's so awesome. So I'm going to have to Control Z out of here. Control Z, get back out. Okay, there we go. So now we've got two of them, right? Let me see. Yeah, we got two. Okay. La 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 la. Where's my videos? Go to creator dashboard. Go to videos, content, video producer. And then we're going to be, what do you, motivated? When did we work on this? Back to work Monday, crash. I can't even remember when we did finishing up chapter 2. Was it back to work Monday? I think it was back to work Monday. Let's see. Okay, no, that's the day I was doing the coffee mug. So that's not that day. Cancel. Okay, so it's not back to work Monday. What do you do to keep motivated? I think that was the day. Okay, perfect. So this is what we're going to have to do. All right, I'm watching. Watching to learn. Okay, so let's see. What did I do? Hold on. Let's put this on the big screen so I can see it. So I pulled it out. I did simplify first. No, why would I do simplify first? That doesn't make sense. I'm thinking. I think I let me see. I'm going to load the volume. Okay, that's the one that wasn't working. I remember. We had problems with that one. Yes. Okay, let me find another one. That one opened up. Okay, so this is the one. It worked fine. I grabbed it. I pulled it out. I had to actually. This is where I remember now. We were having this trouble because you were telling me that I had to pull it, and I was like, "No, dude, there's not another layer." And then I realized what I was doing wrong. I remember that. No, no worries. That's not the window. I did this so many times, so I'm trying to find one where I did it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go back on this one. I'm gonna get copyrighted for using my own, for watching my own videos. You know that YouTube is getting pretty. YouTube is just getting annoying now because like I can't show trailers, I can't show videos, I can't show anything that's somebody else's. Like I can't talk about anything. Like, guys, did you see this cool video? I can't do any of that because immediately they're like, you have copyrighted stuff on your You're not getting dinged, but you can't monetize on this, or they mute the sound. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like this one has audio portions that are actually turned off too on Twitch. All right, stop talking, dude. God, this guy talks so much. Okay, there we go. So, okay, come on. Do your work. Do your work, Nord. Stop talking. How do you guys stand this guy? He talks so much. All right, there we go. So we're pulling it out. And then we're doing... What are we doing? Come on. Come on. Do it, Nord. Stop talking. I'm still talking. Ungroup. There we go. Okay, so I ungrouped it. Now I'm sending it to the back because this one was already done. So when I sent it to the back and then I have it this way, my first thing I had to do was expand. No, wait, let's see. Object. You're doing the wrong place, bro. It's not on edit, it's on object. Go. Move to object. Move to object. There you go. Okay. Oh, the first thing I do is no, okay, it's not that. Yes, first thing is expand. I'm gonna write it down. Second thing I do is pathfind or unite. Then simplify. Expand, unite, simplify. That's what you're supposed to do. Got it. But I have to make the stroke first. Got it. Okay. Thanks, Nord. You're the best. you frustrated watching yourself is the same as me frustrated watching you. Yeah, there you go. So you copy it, paste it in place, unite, add your stroke, expand that, unite again, simplify paths, send to back, group. I think that's the flow. Okay, let's try that. Can I screenshot you saying that? Okay, hold on. Yay, I got that. All right. Oh no. There it is. It's good enough. I can understand it. All right, I already did the copy. I pasted it in place. I'm going to unite. All right, good. I think I got it. Screenshot because I got to go. No problem, man. Do your thing. I screenshot it. I make sure my stuff is white. I do a stroke. That's 10 points. I do rounded corners. Okay, I got that. Then I unite again. Oh, wait, no. Then you expand. Got it. Then you unite again. Then you simplify path. And then you send to back. And that's not the way it is. Okay, hold on. Control Shift W, right? Oh, I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I messed up. Give me a second. I forgot to unselect both of them. You know, that happens. Okay. Boy. You'll get this eventually. All right, starting from scratch. Basically, I have it. It's done. I'm going to hit and copy it. Control C for copy. Control Shift V for in place. Unselect. Select. Now I only have the top one. Then I'm going to go and leave it exactly where it is. You don't want to move it. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to unite. So we do that. So we unite. That's going to do its thing. Oh, you got to go to the DMV today? Ooh, I'm sorry, bro. Man, if I could avoid that, I do. All right, now normally I get rid of that white. And then I'm going to go after that. I'm going to add my stroke. So now we do 10 points. And then we do the middle one, which is corners rounded. Then after that, unite again. Wait, no, we didn't expand it. Sorry, expand. Then unite again. I'm assuming that's done. Then simplify path. That's done. Then send to the back. Control Shift, open brackets. And then when we click away from it, there it is, which is exactly what we wanted. It has a little white around it, which is fine. I'm trying to think. Should we make it? Should it be any bigger? I don't think so. I think that's fine. Because when you do the sticker one, it usually puts a bigger outline around it. So I don't mind it being like that. So that's fine. So now that's done. And then I group them. And there we go. So this one's done. And now we can make them smaller. And we'll put them in the artboard in a moment. Let me check on my daughter for a second. I think somebody was leaving. I'll be right back. I always forget my headphones. I take them off and I leave them by the door as I go out. Okay, drive safe. Good luck. Brink is heading out. Oh, sorry. Milo wanted to play. I felt so bad. I'm like, sorry, buddy. I got to go back to work. Okay. Yeah, they messed up my address. I changed it online and ordered a new deal, but it never came. So I got to go in and see what the... Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully it's not... Hopefully he has an appointment and it won't take too long. Anyway, real quick, let me show you before we do this next one, and I'm going to do it the right way because now that I have my little handy dandy cheat sheet here, the cheat sheet We'll do that in a second. Let me show you this to the left here. So here's what's really cool. Leonardo AI has a section called flow state. When you're in image generation, when you're creating an image, you can actually, instead of doing regular image, you can go to flow state. When you go to flow state, I'm just going to copy this for a second because I'm going to put it again. For example, if I wanted to just go ahead and see what a prompt would look like, this is a quick way of doing prompts. Now I had up to 100,000 tokens. So it's every month I have like 100,000 tokens because I never use them. I use maybe 25,000 at most. And then they just roll back over. So then I have a bunch. So the idea is that doing it this way is a lot quicker than having to run an image creation of one prompt. So when you do this, like for example, if I said I wanted to make something like, remember yesterday we were doing things on the moon for Goldie. We did this. I'm calling you Goldie, by the way. We did let's say astronauts. I'm gonna write cute astronauts on the moon working with construction vehicles. And then you can write outer space with planets and stars in the background. Okay, so you write this. Now, normally, if you did this prompt in Leonardo, you would have to then press enter and you wait. It's going to go ahead and create, and it creates for them. But in flow state, when I press generate, and I have 97,082 right now, okay? It's going to go generate. And I'm in flow state, so it should go quickly. There it goes. Now I have 97,066 and 58. Now it's going down. Now it's went down because it's creating some. So as I scroll down, so it created, so I spent about 30, I would say about 30 something, about 30 coins on this, on tokens on this. Now, what this does is if I continue to go to scroll down, it will continue to generate more examples of this same prompt. So let's say I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I'm like, all right, let me go down. And as I go down, it's going to create the next set. And I believe every set is like 8 or something like that. I don't know. It just took away another 8. So it does, if you don't have a lot of coins, tokens, this will be eating up your tokens, but at a small amount. Not like generating something will take anywhere from 50 to 64 tokens, depending on what it is, which one of their models you're using. So I scroll through here. Now, this is the other cool thing about this. So I can scroll through here and I'd be like, okay, I like this one. So then I'm going to say more like this. So when I click on more like this, it's now automatically going to fill in what that style was. And here it says the lighting is mystical and the colors are pastel tone. So it automatically filled that in because that's the one that I chose. So now it's giving me more examples like that. So I can continue to go through this and as I go down, it's gonna keep dropping my token number because obviously it's creating as I go down, which is okay because like I said, it's not a big deal for me. I don't even use these, but anyway, so we go down and then we're like, if we find another one that we're like, okay, I like this, I want it to be more of these, that's what you choose another one. I think you can choose up to 3. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit and I'm at 97,008. So I've already lost like about 50,000 more. I'm sorry, about 50 more tokens, not 50,000. And so if I see something I like, I'm going to click on it. And right now I'm not really seeing a lot. I'm going to go back up. Maybe I missed one that I kind of liked. I don't want up close. So I like this one. I like this one here with the space in the background. It has a little bit of depth of field. So I'm going to say more like this. So now I've got that one, more like that one. And so here we go. Now we have, I think you can choose up to 3 or 4. I think 4. So now we have more of that style. So I'm totally like, this is great. So I can keep going and see if there's if I want to make it a little bit better. So let's see. These guys are sitting in there. I kind of like that they're sitting in the car. I don't like the white there. Now I'm probably looking for shot style now, or maybe a vibe. Let's see. I kind of like them sitting in the cars. That's pretty cool. I don't want them right next to each other. This one's kind of cool right here. All right. So for our purposes, I'm going to go back up here. I think I like. There was one that I was liking this one right here. So I'm going to say more like this. Oh, by the way, if I do find one that I like, I can upscale it. And when I upscale it, it's going to cost me 17 tokens. This is going to go over to my, be available to me to use later. By the way, none of these, when you're doing the flow state, none of them are saved. So if there's something there that you're like, I really like this, I want to use this later, you need to upscale it. If not, the other way you can do it, and this is the cheating way, is you can copy the entire screen and then just get the image later by doing some, some cropping and stuff. And then you can like put the image to describe it or whatever. So just remember that if you want to upscale it, you have to hit upscale. If you just want to download it, you can also do download image. So if there's an image up here that I'm just like, I really like this image, it's pretty cool. Let me see. I'm going to do one more before I select something. All right. So this one, for example, let's say I like that one. I'm going to do download image. So now I'm downloading that one. That's not costing me anything, by the way. Downloading it is not costing me tokens. Upscaling it is. So anyway, so I got that. And I'm going to say more like this one. So this is the last entry. I can no longer choose more like this at all. So now I'm kind of stuck in a vibe that's like basically of what I chose. And the rest of these are just going to be more of the same. So there really is like, you can look through and see a couple of subtle changes, but nothing that's going to be really dramatic because of the fact that you have picked 4 things now that led you to this final outcome. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it allows you to do that. Now, I have spent, I'm now down, I think I started at 97, I forgot what it was, 97 and I think I've spent probably 200 or 300 tokens, which is okay. But anyway, just to do this. Now, if you want to do it manually, you can change it. Now, let's go back. So let's say I'm like, all right, I didn't see what I wanted. If I want to do cat drinking coffee, I'll write cat drinking coffee. Just because I want to know, what would that look like? And I press enter. Now, notice this. It's keeping the styles of the lighting and the color theme that it already had set up from before. I can get rid of that and start from scratch again. But this is kind of a head start. It's saying mystical lighting and pastel tones. Now, I could change it to something else if I wanted to by just clicking here and choosing one of those. So there's a lot that you can do here, which I find, of all the things in Leonardo, I don't use Leonardo a lot because I ultimately don't like their style for realism, which is what I kind of go for sometimes, or for painting. Their stuff is just more, I don't know, cartoony for me. So I haven't really spent as much time in Leonardo as I have in Midjourney. So therefore, I've just leaned towards the manual input of Midjourney. But again, see, look, now I have cat drinking coffee and I can scroll through here forever and it's going to keep giving me cat drinking coffee. If I turn these off and I run this prompt again, and I'm still at 96,821, now it's giving me random, all sorts of different styles. It's all randomized. I can do randomize on this one and randomize on this one as well. I'm going to generate one more time. This is randomizing everything. And now it's giving me all sorts. Now, maybe I don't know what style I want. And I start seeing something here and I'm like, yeah, I want that. Cat drinking coffee. Awesome. And then there's a bunch of photography. There's illustrations. And I can find the style that I want. And if for some reason I like this style, I'm like, okay, great. Let's more like this. And so then I'll look at that and it's going to give me now more that look like that image. There you go. So now it's tailored to be like a tattoo style or something. And there we go. So I can keep going. I can say more like this and so forth and so forth. And that's how it is. So for me, it's great because I can just simply put in, like this morning I was doing the sticker design. I wanted to see what the cute squirrel reading a book in a chair surrounded by a stack of books. What if we did a cute badger reading a book. I got to write reading a book. I don't know why I didn't say a, just in case. Reading a book in a chair surrounded by a stack of books. By stacks of books. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So let's do that one. Oh, by the way, let me turn off tattoo, turn off lens flare, turn off gradient. This is a sticker design. Generate. So there we go. So it's going to give me a bunch of different options. Not to say that all of these are the ones that I want, but let's say that I wanted something a little bit more sticker oriented. So I can scroll down a little bit. And obviously none of these would be good as a sticker because they'd be square. I want something that's just outlined. And I don't want to have to do it in Illustrator like we're doing now. So maybe I will find one like I did up top that is sticker oriented and maybe something even like that. But I'm going to go up to this one because this top one is kind of like the idea of what I was thinking. I don't necessarily like the style of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more like this. And then let's see what it does. So there we go. So it's giving me more options. Maybe some round stickers. Maybe this sticker like this. I don't want it to be filled completely. I definitely want the white outline around, but I want everything within the white outline. So as I get lower, it's not really generating any good ones. So I'm going to go back up to the top and I'm going to say more like, maybe like this, more like this. And so therefore I'm trying to get it to where it understands that I just want a plain background in the back. And there it goes. It's kind of getting it. See, there's more right there. I mean, even this one, even though it's cut out there, but I would choose something with a black background because I can easily remove that background, the background in the back. So that's good. Let's see. Just going to pick one. So that's good also. Let me see that first one again. Was this one? All right. He's got 2 books, so that's wrong. This one's got 1 book. I saw one over here. He's reading, his hand is through the book though. That's bad. So let's see if I can find one that's correct. This might be okay. This one's better. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and upscale that one just so I can have it. It's going to cost me 17 tokens. And I'm also going to download another one just for funsies. I'm going to pick a different one. Is he licking his lips? The chair on the floor? So you'll notice that some of them will not, there will be a mistake. Like they don't have the outline completely around. And I'm like scrolling. The more I scroll, the more it's creating more of them. I like this one. I'm going to go ahead and download this one. So I'm going to download this image. All right. So there we go. So that's how you do it. Now, the other thing it's doing is it's actually enhancing the prompt. So even though I started with a very simple prompt, it's added based on what I've chosen as more like this, it's changed the prompt around. So what I started with a simple prompt, it's now made it even like more enhanced. And I can actually undo that. Like I can say no prompt enhancement, so it won't do that. But still, that's kind of what it's doing. All right, so let me get out of here for a second. I'm going to go back to image. I'm going to go back to Leonardo. Actually, let me just go to image. Images. And this should be... Okay, so they're not here. Where are my upscaled images? I forgot. This is the part where I'm like, yeah, I haven't used Leonardo enough to know where my upscale images are. Upscaler library. Okay, this is my library. Perfect. So here are the images that I've, for one reason or another, I selected. So these are the ones that I selected as more like this. And then this is the one that I upscaled. And then this is the one that I downloaded. So they are all there. So what's great is that it's actually keeping the ones that I said more like this, even though I didn't download those. So that's actually cool. And that's in my library. So if I go to downloads, if I can see where my cursor is. Yeah. Let's go back to that screen over here. So here's that download. So that's pretty cool. So if I wanted to use that, I can use that. It's ready to go. I just downloaded it. So it's a quick way of testing out a prompt, not sure that you want to use that prompt. The prompt gets a little enhanced as you start picking the colors that you want and so forth. So there's a lot to Leonardo. There's a lot to learn. There's so much in there. But it's just like, for me, I just feel like I love being able to go into Midjourney and just typing in what I want, give it the proper aspect ratio, the style that I want. I just tell it exactly what I want and it works, as opposed to clicky, trying to find the right thing. That's the only part that I have like a problem with Leonardo AI. There's just too much. It's doing so many things that I there's even video, and I haven't even touched the video stuff. But that's kind of what's there. All right, let's get back to this. Speaking of which, I also did one more thing. I want to show this to you after I do the second one. I'll try to show you something after each one. So I went ahead and put one of these images that I created a long time. I've created these a long time ago, by the way. I created this readers a long time ago. So what I did was I grabbed it and put it into Describe to see what it would describe it as in Midjourney. And then I'm going to go ahead and create these, and then we'll come back and see them. So I'm going to create all the descriptions that it gave to see what it would actually bring back. So we'll come back to those when they're ready. For now, we're going to do this one. All right, let's see. So, oh crap. I got to grab this. I have to expand. Damn it. So copy, paste, unite, add stroke, expand. So, no, image trace. Should be writing this down. So I'm going to go to image trace. Make sure that that's selected. Ignore color. Did it do it again? I think I may have done something. Hmm. Okay, so I think we do expand. There we go. And then we want to ungroup. So it doesn't do, what's weird is that it doesn't do the ignore color, because it's like the minute I choose that, but then I choose the high fidelity, it doesn't immediately does the high fidelity thing. So it doesn't work. All right, so ungroup. I don't know why it took a while to do that. So I should be able to get rid of this. There it is. Okay, perfect. So now we have to go ahead and do this here. So we're going to copy it. But first, we're going to group everything. We're going to copy. And we're going to Control Shift V, so we do it in place. Then we're going to uncheck it. And then we're going to select just the top one. I'm going to unite it. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to make sure that the stroke is actually, or the background's actually white. I'm going to add my stroke. Ten. I think because this image is so large that the 10 points look almost like nothing to this size. I think that's probably what it is. I have to double check that in a moment. Okay, so we did that. We did the rounded corners. Then we do expand. Then we do unite again. And then we do object path simplify. And we send back to group. Then we group. This is the part I didn't do on the other one. Then you simplify one more time. Easy peasy. Okay, so that one's done. So I didn't do that to this one. I'm going to go ahead and do that to this one because I forgot to do object path simplify when they're both grouped, because now it will simplify all of it, which is important. I'm going to open my door so my dog can see me because he's sad that he's outside. He's cute. He's just sitting outside my door. Here he is. Come here. He's so cute. Baby Milo. Okay, so that's done. So that one's done too. Do this one next. All right, so let's see what it made. So according to this, with Midjourney 7 version 7, I went ahead and feted the Fox one that we were the Fox reader, this one. I said, do this, describe this for me, and give me your version. And so it gave me 4 different versions. And these aren't bad. These are actually cute. So even though this is a sad one, but this is cute. This one on the bottom right here. That's a cute one. This one's a cute one too. Little spectacles on them. That's just adorable. So we can totally use those if we wanted to. We can see what style they use. What's great, by the way, top left. Yeah, definitely top left. That's so you. That's so Hyde. But what I love about this is when it describes it. And by the way, you're gonna have a free prompt here. So this is a free prompt for you. I'm gonna just read it out to you. If you listen, you can type it down in case you can't read it, but it's pretty visible there. But anyways, when you describe something, it gives you a prompt of what it's describing it as. And if you like the way that looks, you can tailor it to other like subjects, whether it's a little boy, whether it's a little girl, whether it's another animal, like if I want to put raccoon instead of fox. So it can be changed if you want to say, instead of reading a book, they're eating a bowl of cereal, whatever it is, but you keep this style. Now, there are times when it uses an illustrator's name. And if you're not comfortable with that illustrator name, because of the fact that you're like, I don't want to do it in somebody's style. And by the way, because it does it in their style does not mean it's doing it exactly as something that they would make. What you could do is you do a combination of artists. So you can do like 3 different artists. Therefore, it's not really giving you something that one specific artist would make, but it's giving you a combination of aspects of each one of those artists to put it together. If you're okay doing that. If you're not okay with that, then you remove the artist name completely and see what kind of style you end up with. Or if you have your own style, like me, that I have something that I've generated as my own style, I can put in my own style and remove the illustrated by, in this case, this is Ann Stokes, for example. And so it says, here's the prompt. Cute fox reading a book, comma, detailed character illustration, isolated on a white background, comma, in the style of a storybook illustration by Ann Stokes, Anne. Period. The design features a cute and adorable character with a big, comma, cartoonish eyes. Not a, it's with big, comma, cartoonish eyes. And then all it does is say --V, which is for version, and then 7.0, which is the version of Midjourney. Now, let me show you something. It's not going to be the same. I'm going to remove, in just this one, because we're going to look at some other ones real quick. I'm going to remove illustration by Ann Stokes. And that's going to change it completely. And then I'm also going to add my own style, let's say. And I'm going to go ahead and set submit. Oh, and I'm going to also give it a stylization of 500, which means that I'm letting Midjourney give it even more flair. I'm like, spice this baby up. So I'm using the same prompt, but I'm removing the actual artist so that it doesn't use an artist, and I'm giving it my own style instead. So now we're going to run it, and we're going to go to the bottom. We'll look at the other ones in a moment. While that's working, let's look at the other ones. So it gives you 4 describes. So here's another one. This is more realistic. So there's obviously a real fox there sitting on top of a book. I would say this bottom one is the coolest one. I don't, you know, this one's okay. This one's like he fell asleep reading, but this one, I like that. So let's look at another next set. Okay, this set, let me see, 1, 2, 3. This is the third set. And this is, again, has glasses, has spectacles. That's still a good one, even though it looks like it's sleeping. This was definitely asleep. This one's half asleep. And this one's, I would say the one with spectacles maybe, or maybe the one on the right here. But okay, so those are okay. Now let's look at the third one. There's realistic digital art. They're asleep. This one's like, I'm not reading. This one's like, I'm looking at the mouse and I'm going to go eat. And then this is just a cute one. I don't really like any of these. I think the style that we really liked was from the first set. So now let's look at what it created with my own style, removing that Illustrator that it mentioned. So here is my style. So it's completely different. It's the same prompt, doesn't really work like the other one, but if I were going to choose any of these, I would probably choose this one here on the bottom right. But it's a whole different style that has nothing to do with any other artist, and it has to do with a mood board of personalized selections that I've chosen to put together to make my own style. Sorry, my daughter was heading out. Okay. So there you go. So that's the difference there in style. Now, if I don't like the style, I'm going to run it without my style. I'm going to leave it as just so you can see the difference. So if you said, "Hey, Midjourney, give me whatever you think is your default style that you give it," and it's still a 500. So we're just going to run it one more time. By the way, I love doing this as examples because it kind of really shows you the diversity that that Midjourney can have with this. It's like you can completely change it around, and I'm not even changing the prompt. I want to leave it as it is because I want to show you how the same prompt can come out differently in so many, with like just by changing the style, by changing the stylization, by adding a random sref. I think is it random sref? I think that's how you write it. Okay, so like me personally, I don't like these. This is not like, that's why I don't like Midjourney's default style, even though if we ran this like 10 times, we would get 10 different results. But actually, I'm going to take that back. For some reason, I've been seeing this style lately a lot, and I'm really digging this. It's just kind of like almost like a Peter Rabbit or Velveteen Rabbit. I don't know. I'm just thinking old school, right? Top right. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That one I really like. It's kind of like it definitely is storybook feel. These, no, we don't like. Even though I gotta be honest, the one on the bottom left hand here, this one's kind of interesting. I kind of like, it's like painted almost. So we'll keep these because guess what? Here's the great thing. If we like these, we can save them and use them as style references later to make other things in that same style. And that's how you build your library of like different styles that you prefer, that you like. Anyhow, pretty good. Let me go ahead and knock this down. So that was pretty cool. I like that a lot. I'm going to do one more thing before I do my next one, because I want to see if this works. So I'm going to run it again. And this time I'm going to take off the 500 as a stylization. I'm going to say sref, which is style reference. And I believe the keyword is random. And if you do random, it's supposed to give you I think it's 4 different ones. Let's see. Yes. Okay. It is random. So you do sref random. And what it does is it picks one random style reference from any number between, I don't know if it's 1,000 to freaking 1,000,000,000 or something, whatever it is, and that's the style that you're going to get. So here is a random style. The style reference number is 1195653,942. It is definitely not something that I will ever use, but that's the point of it being random. And you can run this random several times and get something different. Did it finish it? It finished, right? Okay. And there we go. This is definitely not something I would use, but so now you know, if you like this style, if this is the style you like, and you're like, I can create some other stuff with this, I love this style, then you write down that style reference number and you include that style reference number in your future prompts to make sure that you get this style again. And that's how that works. It's very nursery, very vintage. It is. I don't know if I'll ever use it. It's not my style, but you're right. It doesn't have to be my style. I'm gonna run it one more time. I'm gonna remove that number and I'm gonna say random again, and let's see what it gives us. Oops. What's the SV4? I don't know what that is. Maybe it added that. Okay, here we go. It's funny, it's adding something dash SV4. I don't know what SV is. So here's a new one. So this reference number is going to, style reference number is going to be 3326042571. Would be beautiful nursery artwork. For the right people, yes. I don't know if everybody would like. I can think of, if let's say out of 10 people, I can think of 6 people that would like that for their nursery. All right, so here's like I said, another reference, another style reference, randomly chosen, and no, not definitely no, not something that I'd like at all. It's very, I don't know, like the old digital TV shows. Yeah, nah. Game asset, maybe, yes. That, hey, there is a specific kind of game that does look like this, but yeah, that's not. So again, if you like that, 3326042571. That's the style reference. But anyhow, crazy. So there you go. So those are some couple of different things that you can do with Midjourney when describing from something that you've already created. So when you've created something in Midjourney, you can, with a different version, you can run it in the new version and say, hey, describe this, to see how the new one would describe it. That's also cool. I think that you can do this with ChatGPT as well. But ChatGPT has come a long way when it comes to creating. Hold on a second. When it comes to creating any generated stuff. So, for example, I'm going to grab that fox, and I'm going to run it here on the left while we continue with this one. So I'm going to say, create your own version of this image. Actual, describe, and I don't know if it does this, but we'll see. Describe and create your own version of this image. And I gave it the fox. So we'll let it do its thing. We're going to come over here so we can focus on this guy. So image trace. So one of the things that I've explained it um, over the time is that whenever I give it a picture, it makes a Mid-Journey prompt for me. So that's the first thing that it did. And so now what I'm saying is like, okay, I get it. Thanks for the prompt, but I want you to create it. So go ahead and generate it. Okay, so this one's done. So now we're going to go over to expand. Oh, wait, got to select it. Okay, then we're going to ungroup. Okay, then I'm going to select the back, delete the back. One thing I don't like is that it removed a little bit of the white right here, but that's okay. It could be a part in his hair. So then I'm going to go ahead and now select the whole thing, group it, control copy, control shift paste. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and select this. And I'm going to unite. Did you already see on the bottom left-hand corner where to create it? What's up, Queen? What's going on, man? Make that into that. Give it the stroke. Not at work today. Calm before the storm opening tomorrow. Oh, yeah. You're going to be busy. Wedding venues, right? Oh, no weddings this year? Actually waiting on a real storm. Northeastern due tonight. Wait, you got a storm coming? Oh, man. I didn't even know that. Regular Memorial Day weekend. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting it's Memorial Day weekend. There's a storm? Hmm. Freaking commercials. Northeaster brings nasty weather to the Northeast. A northeaster will continue to impact the Northeast, especially New England, through Friday, bringing strong winds, chill, and rain and chilly temperatures to the region. The nasty weather could impact travel in places like New York City, Hartford, Providence, and Boston. Winds could gust as high as 40 or 50 miles per hour along the coast of New England, and rainfall will also be heavy at times. Additionally, we can't rule out a little snow for the higher elevations in New England. Watch this video to see when and where the greatest impact will be. All right, well, let's see. Dumb video that we got to watch. Hold on. No big deal. Might lose power. That's it. Sucks that it's on the weekend that, Memorial Day weekend. Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We get through the afternoon hours. the low off the coast takes over. I mean, this is the surface low. This is the nor'easter. And as it tracks north and kind of hugs the coastline, it is going to be bringing heavy rain along with some really gusty winds. Those northeast, east-northeast winds coming in.
I love how the advertisement on the bottom right-hand corner is Miami. Like, travel to Miami since you're going to be in snow.
Here. You notice we still have a few showers left behind across the rest of the Northeast. We don't completely lose the chance of rain, but it is less rainy as we get through your Friday.
Should be over by noon tomorrow.
End of Friday into Saturday.
Yeah, it is too damn hot down here.
Jumping north, still a little rain left in Maine, but it's almost out of here.
Orlando, 77 right now.
Generally a drier one in D.C., in Philadelphia, in New York City. Boston, showers in the morning, then drying up here. We will, I think, keep the showers around in New England for a little bit.
There you go. Thanks for that. I did not even know that was going on. Okay, so did we do this? Let me see. Yeah, so this one's done. I think I simplified it. Yeah, we did. Okay, so that one's done. Good job. Good job, everybody. All right, let's take a look at what Midjourney, I'm sorry, what Leonardo did with the, it wasn't Leonardo, it was ChatGPT. Look at that. Which one's cuter? I'm going to say I prefer this response. There we go. So what it did was it says the image you uploaded is adorable and artistic depiction of a young fox sitting upright with a book in its paws. The fox has a warm reddish orange coat with white and black accents, expressive amber eyes, and a gentle expression. It's carefully holding an old worn leather-bound book. Which gives off a vintage magical vibe, perfect for whimsical or storybook style sticker or print. The background is transparent or white, emphasizing the character and making it perfect for use in product designs like stickers, mugs, or wall art. And then it says, here's my own version. And it's giving us, this is, actually, I'm going to run this over on Midjourney. That would be the next thing we do. Does it say image prompt? It does not say image. Imagine. I'm going to run it on 6.1 and then we'll do 7 in a second. And it gives us the prompt. Let me know if you want variations like kawaii style, more magical and glowing, multiple animals reading together, caption ideas for sticker designs like this. Okay. And that's it. It's not bad. It's actually cute. It did a good job. It did a good job. Why am I talking like that? I don't know why. Sorry, was it? Yep, I am home. Long trip for production. Yes. Yes, she's home. So that's actually cute. So, see, ChatGPT is doing a pretty good job at this. Now, if we ran just out of curiosity, we're just going to run it with whatever we have set right here. Take off of this. Let's see who the winner is. Generate. Okay. You guys choose. So, I'll give you all of them. Leonardo. Let me see. Do I like the Midjourney one over here? Okay. Midjourney. ChatGPT. Leonardo. Midjourney. Bottom left. ChatGPT. So Hyde says bottom left Midjourney. Between Midjourney and ChatGPT. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, remember how I was saying with Leonardo? Leonardo's just very it just looks almost fake. I know it's supposed to look fake, but it's too fake. I don't know what it is. But anyways, but either way, so yes, I definitely do like bottom left. But there's something about the ChatGPT one that's just so cute. He's so cute. It looks claymation exactly. That's what it is. All right, there we go. So that's there. That's the difference. Yeah, it looks classic. Exactly. I mean, this is good. I mean, I think this is freaking cute as can be, adorable. But this, I don't know. This one just like something about it. I like the classics. I love the classics. Yeah. Anyways, freaking, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are things that ChatGPT is starting to excel at. However, at the same time, I was trying to do some stickers yesterday with ChatGPT to see what it would do, like what kind of style it would come up with, and they weren't that great. So it's hit or miss, really. As opposed to, I can always get something good with Midjourney. Anyways, all right. So that's cool. I love doing that because we can always see the difference between the three. Let's put you back over here. We might have to use one of those. All right, so we got done that one. This is our last one that we got to make. Mr. Raccoon Man over here. So we're going to do this. We're going to go image trace. I'm going to make sure we select off again. For some reason, you have to do that. High fidelity photo. Ugh, coon. What? You don't like raccoons? Bullet collector, nice. Oh, wait, what? 1 8 your cat? Recently? You mean the cat that usually? No, I mean you're talking about before in the past. Oh, a few years ago. Okay, whoo, scared me because I know your cat. Yeah, trash pandas aren't nice. They ate the cat? Oh my gosh. We have raccoons here, but we keep our cats indoors. Also why they don't go outside. Yeah, mine don't go outside. You live in the freaking woods. You definitely can't go outside. That's sad. I'm sorry. Okay, there it goes. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Shame on me. There we go. Yeah, never let mine outside shortens their lifespan, and they are destructive to the little mammal and bird population. So now I keep a 22 mag by the door, and if I see one, well, revenge. Oh man, are you allowed to shoot them in your area? Like, I don't think we can shoot. I can't shoot a weapon here. Not even a 22. And the police will be coming at my door. I know the one that got the cat is likely long dead because it was probably rabid. Oh. I don't know how some people have them as pets. I just did unite. I'm going to add stroke. Okay. I just have to make sure. 10-point stroke. Rounded corners. Expand. Yep, cats can disseminate bird populations. The UK is trying desperately to fix that loss. Ooh. Yeah, mine don't go outside. Mine there's a patio, like a sealed in patio. They go in there and that's about it. If they are on your property, yeah, they are considered nuisances. Really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check the Florida laws on that one. If no one knows. I mean, I could just take my BB gun out there and tag them. Their style populations then are that are on the verge of extinction because of cats. Really? Shame on cats. Okay, hold on a second. I did expand. I have to do unite again. And then I have to simplify. I need like a history log that shows me what I've done before, because now it's like I kind of like get confused. Okay, so now I'm going to send it back to the back. Undo. Uncheck, and then select all and group. And then object, path, simplify. If I fire around at 2 a.m. here, no one would bat an eye. Wow. Yeah, I was going to say gunfire in your neck of the woods wouldn't automatically trigger a response. Here it does. And maybe only like 5 people would even be able to hear it. Man, it's kind of scary. Living out in the boonies. All right, that's done. So cool. We did them all. Now we got to shrink them down because they are giants. Oh. Oh, I was going to say. Oh, hold on a second. I did that wrong. When you resize, you're supposed to hold shift. Otherwise, it will mess up. Isn't there like a, yeah, horizontal line, vertical line? There it is. Perfect. I can save that one. Let me make sure all of them are in there first, or at least somewhat smaller than they're supposed to be. They're such cute critters, though. I'm sorry they ate your cat. I heard gunfire the other. Hold on a second. I heard gunfire the other day, and my fight response went ballistic. Oh man! I called non-emergency, and apparently I was the 5th reporter. It's nice, but I was the first to call non. Everyone else called emergency, like 911. Wow. November is like a space war zone. Random gunshots all day long. November? Deer season. Man. I always worry like you're like, okay, so this is a thing about hunting that I don't like. So let's say let's do paint. I love paint. By the way, paint is my thing now. Okay, so we're gonna and I love to do this with real illustrations. So let's grab a deer PNG image. Okay, I just need a deer. Like, this is perfect. Okay, hold on. Let me grab that one. Let's see. No. Okay, I just go to images. Images, please. There we go. All right, so we're going to grab this deer here. We're going to copy image. I'll put this in this place right here. So let's say that there is a deer here. Well, all right, right there. Somewhere around there. Okay. And then there's a oh, this is perfect. Then there's a bush. Story time with Nord. Then there's a bush. Don't mind the stuff. We're gonna put the bush right here. We're gonna make the bush tall. Okay. Now let's do hunter. I need a hunter looking to the right. Oh, maybe I can turn him around. Okay. Yeah, this one's gonna be good. Okay, copy. Oh, I can't turn him? Why can't I flip him? Ah, stupid. You're not gonna work then. Let's get another one. Here, this one. Okay. The hell is he? Copy image. Paste. Okay, there we go. He's not. The deer's bigger than him. It's a little kid. Okay. So there we go. So there's a shooter there. There's the hunter there. There's this person there. And then let's say there is this other hunter. Copy image. Over here. Behind the bush. Okay. This is my biggest fear in hunting right here. Okay. Is that I'm the guy. I could be either one, but let's say I'm over here minding my business, doing my hunting. This guy's over here. I think we need to give him a bush also. Does he need a bush too? I think he needs a bush also. Just in case, just because we want to keep this like realistic, okay? We want to make this as realistic as possible. We're gonna copy this one. We're gonna give him a bush also. There we go. He gets a bush too. He gets a little bush. All right, this is what happens. Okay, they have orange. It doesn't matter. They have orange on. I'll color it in. Brush. There we go. All right, there, realistic. The problem is that even if he's wearing orange and there's dense bushes right here, because there's like a wall of green right here, he won't see that the guy's there. He's only looking at the deer. And so then if he goes to fire on the freaking deer and he misses because for whatever reason this guy's not a good shot, and boom, he shoots this guy in the butt. All right. And then shot me in the butt. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what's gonna happen. This is my biggest fear of hunting. This is why I don't go hunting. And that's it. Then he's canceled. Happens every year, every single year. Well, both hunters would be blaze yellow. We're going to blaze orange. Yes. We have an average of 13 shooting accidents during hunting season. Yeah, I'm telling you, a good hunter would be aware of what's behind the shot. Yes, but that's the problem. They're not all good hunters. Okay? They're not all good hunters. That's the problem. People get a gun and they get a license and they sign up for freaking hunting season and they go out there and sometimes they don't know what the hell they're doing, but they think they do and they have no business being out there. Those are the people I worry about. If he misses and doesn't see him, good luck. I know, and that's the thing. Probably as most hunters take Molson along with their gun and drunk people don't make good choice. Exactly. And that's the problem. It's like people think they're good hunters. Some of them are not. It's the same thing with with going to a shooting place. Like when you go, like there's what are they called? Shooting galleries, shooting range. I used to love going to shooting ranges. I mean, I was like an avid target shooting guy. I would go like every week. I would load up the motorcycle or the car, whatever, and I would chuck my bags. Imagine me riding a motorcycle with freaking guns on the back. Anyways, I would drive 45 minutes out or whatever it was to this other town and go shooting at this range out there. But the problem is that although you may know what you're doing, and give me the benefit of the doubt that I know what I'm doing, people around you won't. So there's some people that own a weapon and they go to a range and they don't know the proper etiquette. They will not put their, like, some of them even walk down range when there's still shooting going on. Some of them will point their gun around as they're talking because did you see that? You know, I mean, it's stupid stuff, stupid mistakes. And I swear, after seeing enough of those things happen, I'm like, I am not going back to a freaking range. No, I'm done. And by the way, that was out in the open, like out in a field. There's a beautiful place out here. But then there's the ones that are indoor ranges. Oh, I was going to talk about that next. Indoor ranges are the way to go now. Yeah, no. So that's my other thing. Indoor ranges are even worse because you have nowhere to go. You're stuck in there. Okay. And it's the same thing happens there. I just don't trust it anymore. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, if I want to go target shooting now, it's like I have to find someone that lives out in the boonies that we can go in their backyard and shoot. That's the only way I'm going to go shooting now, with people that I know and people that I know that can actually handle guns. It's not worth the risk anymore. And then people that take their kids, like I wouldn't even dream of taking my kids to freaking shooting with me. Sorry, not sorry. Anyhow, so that's, there's my diagram of Nor does not like hunting because of this. Thinks he's a hunter, minding his own business. I'm fine. He's a noob. Oh man. Anyways, fun times. Sorry, I just had to have fun with that. Okay, don't save. Oh, good times. I wouldn't do that in the current climate. Yeah, indoor ranges are the way to go. Like I said, I'm still afraid of those. We had to tackle a guy at the gun range many moons ago, brought an automatic rifle and pointed it at his face when it jammed. Oh my goodness. That's what they do. Like, what's going on there? I have a dump just down the road. Shoot with a big old landfill mountain rock backdrop. That's pretty cool. I wonder if my dump would allow me to shoot. I'd have to check. I don't think they allow it here. It has to be out in the boonies somewhere. Witness someone else with a Desert Eagle 50 cal, nice. Take the kickback to the face and shot the ceiling when he squeezed the trigger in nervous response. That is another thing. Natural selection. Exactly. I'm telling you, man, it's very scary. Very scary. I never gave it a second thought. I used to go all the time. All right, so when I'm saving these, can I save them as SVGs? Okay, saving your design. I'm going to save them as a PDF. I'm going to save them as an EPS. I don't know why I would want. You will be saving 6 file types for a cut file. This is not a cut file, so I'm not going to worry about an EPS. I am going to save it as a PDF. I am going to save it as a JPEG. No, not as a JPEG. I'm going to save it as a PNG. And as an SVG. So let's go to, I'm going to save my AI file. It is an AI file, Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to save my Illustrator file. So I'm going to say save, just so I don't have to worry about this getting messed up. And then I'm going to save as a PDF. Now, will it, if I do that, let's see. I wonder if I can do multiple artboards. Critters. Okay, Fox Reader. Preserve Illustrator editing capabilities. Really? Okay. Embed page thumbnails. That one's fine. Illustrator defaults. Acrobat 7. All right, everything else is fine. So save. Now I'm going to save it as a PNG. Oh no, see, this is what I meant. It should have done it as a copy because now, damn it. It saved it all as Fox Reader. That's not what I want. Let's not do a PDF. It only needs to save the artboard. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to say, see, it should be export, right? Let's see, export as, I should be able to do a PDF. It should be use artboard. That's what it is. I messed that part up. It doesn't allow me to select it. Why? Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why this is such a headache. See, look, I can't select it. Why can't I select it? I don't know what's going on. Give me a second. Let me start my Illustrator again, just in case. Something going on here that's weird. There is a in West Palm. I think there's a gun club. Well, it's not. The street is called Gun Club, but there's the police station is there. The main, like one of the main headquarters, and there is a shooting place there, shooting range there. I believe, and that's the one I think the police go to. That may be one to try out. Ask your local PD about the good ranges. They tend to be pretty spot on. Yeah, I gotta ask them. Aquino has the luxury of wide open space. Yeah. There are a bunch of gravel pits around the island. That's where a lot of people do their target shooting. But luckily, most people here grew up learning gun safety and protocols, so accidents are very rare. I don't remember one ever happening here since I've been around. Yeah, see, that is the benefit of that. Yeah, this is wrong. What is going on here? Okay. So, save. Maybe it's save a copy. I can't. Why can't I choose artboard? I don't understand. There is an artboard here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why choose artboard? Option might be missing. Some versions of Illustrator starting at 24.4 have this behavior. That's not intentional change. This change was implemented to better handle multiple artboards during export, according to whatever export behavior. Illustrator might be exporting the entire document's contents, including all artboards, as a single large image. Yeah, I don't want that. Use Save for Web. Instead of exporting directly, try using Save for Web feature to export individual artboards as PNGs. Export selection. You can select the specific artboard or contents you want to export, and then use export selection to create a PNG. I tried all of that. Let's try this again. So here it is. This is what we want to export. And so I'm just curious why it doesn't. See, now it's available. That is so weird. Is it because I didn't have it selected before? So if I did export as, it's there. What in the heck? Hold on a second. But save as doesn't work. Ah. All right, let's try this again. So this is the one we want. I don't think I have to select it, but export as, use artboard. Okay. And we have graphics, cute animals, a PNG. We're going to call this one. Oh, but I want, oh, it's an export. It's not a save as. Okay, I want Fox Reader, and that's what it's going to be. I'm going to export, and that's fine. Click OK. Trying to figure out where it's saving it out of. I was looking, but I didn't really pay attention. So it's the reading one. Oh, I'm putting in the wrong place. That's okay. I'll move it around afterwards. I have one called Cute Animals and Cute Animals Reading, and I forgot to put it under the actual critter readers. That's all right. Now at least I know where it's at. Yeah. Let me close this out. I'm going to do this again. So I got to take this, get rid of that, take this and this, exit, digital graphics, reading cute animals. Put these here. This, I should be able to get rid of it now. File does not exist. Thank you very much. I don't know why I can't get rid of it. Wish you could. Got a jet. All right, be back in a bit when meeting is done. No problems. Have fun. Okay, now I should be able to do an SVG of this. Just to make sure. Turn all the shape fills back to black. Undo until the fill comes back. Then you have to. Oh, this is. I did something different there. I think this should be fine. Export. I think this is when we were doing a cut file before, but we're not doing cut files. So I'm gonna have to make a new document for this. Fox Reader export. This is different than what he got. I'm gonna leave everything alone. I'm just gonna open it because I want to see how it opens up. So it's a very intricate SVG file. But I'm not going to be offering the SVG. I think that's for me only. They just asked me if I wanted to go support a friend. Or is it? Where's it? Anybody interested in supporting our friend and the Knicks NBA semifinals? And I'm thinking to myself, wait, does this guy play for the Knicks? I didn't know that. So I'm kind of lost. What time is the game tomorrow, Guino? The basketball, the Knicks final. What is it? The NBA finals and semifinals. Semifinals is today's 8:30. The one tomorrow. Game 2. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. What time is I don't think I can. Oh, I can't tomorrow because that is my daughter's graduation. Okay. Yeah, I can't tomorrow. Daughter's graduation, but then I can do Sunday. I think Sunday they're playing again. All right. Sorry about that. So that SVG works out fine. That looks good. And I can resize anywhere I want. So that's fine. So that one worked out fine. It does take a little long to load up because of there's so much. This is not your typical SVG. There's so much detail in this thing. All right. Do I need a PDF for this? Maybe I do need a PDF. So export as. And then also say use artboard and then a PDF. And then we're also going to call it Fox Reader. And then says export. And it said to do this. Getting hungry. Okay, cool. So that worked. Let me just look at the PDF. That looks good. Okay, great. So I can save the other ones. So now let's go ahead and move this one out of the way. Let's go and do the raccoon next. Need to resize it. So I think we can do all 4 of these. And what time is it already? I don't even know what time it is. It's 12:45. I know I want to play. I want to try to play something today. If I can. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing today. Oop, cancel. So I can do this quicker now. Export as, do this. See, it didn't work. Why does that happen? It's so weird. I have to actually like switch the selection. It didn't name it. SVG. Okay, now we need a PDF. So you have to set on SVG first, use the artboard, then make it a PDF, and then hit export. That's so weird. And then we have to rename this. So excuse me. Yeah, that worked. It's so weird. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so we got the 3 of these. Put you over there. Let's get the little wolf guy. I think that is going to be perfect. Let's go ahead and use these buttons right there so it gets everything centered. Export as. We're going to do the PNG first. Use artboard. Name it. Always forget to name Wolf Reader. Export as SVG. Damn it. Cancel. Sorry, I didn't select the name. I'm getting a lot done today. And then save it as a PDF. Okay, last one. Panda Reader. PNG. All right, and the PDF. Cool, we did it. Hold on, let me check this message real quick. Oh, this guy, I know this guy. I didn't even know that. He's the accountant for the New York Knicks. But I am in New York. That's awesome. Okay. Cool. All right, so these are done. Oh, all right, so that's done with these. Now, I'm not going to do the wording here because I think the wording for me is so much harder to do here. If I was going to do a cut file for them, then I would do it in I would do that here, but I'm not. So the idea is save changes Illustrator. No, I'm going to say no because I already saved it before. So my idea is that I'm going to do this in Photoshop. And we're kind of going to do another 12 by 12, I think. So if I was to do a new file, I'm going to do a print. I guess RGBs are fine. And do a transparent background. I'm going to make this into a folder. All right. So now above that is where I'm going to add my text. I still think this one's so cute. So I had this text jotted down somewhere, so I just need to find it. So for the fox, I was thinking sorry, my den place. That might be underneath. Let me see. Let's write it out. Then I also have to figure out what font. All right, let me think of font here. It's a quiet afternoon for me, man. Just getting this stuff done. But I may actually take a break. Let's see if I do this first one. And then I'm going to take a break. And I definitely want to play something, but I'm going to eat lunch first. Quiet afternoons are nice. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everyone's out right now, so it's kind of a quiet day here. It's been kind of crazy during the summertime already here with the girls home. I've been finding it difficult to get into a gaming mindset lately. Me too. See, like I'm saying it, like I'm like, I know I can play a game, and then I'm like, no. I think about all the stuff that I have to get done, and I don't know. I just can't get into the mindset. I'm like, I start playing, but I'm like distracted. I'm just going through the motions, so it's not really fun. But you know what? We could talk about Guino. We could talk about Daggerheart. I have the box here, and I've been finding these videos, but maybe what I'll do is I'll take lunch. I'll eat some lunch after this when I get this one done. Then I'll come back and we'll do we'll go over the freaking Daggerheart stuff. Well, hold off on that right now. We'll talk offline about something because there's a lot of free stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's actually available for free. In fact, let me just show you that right now. Yeah. So you might not have to buy it. Okay, so if you go to Daggerheart here, I'm going to bring the website up for those of you interested. And I'm going to do a stream about this after this stream tonight. Not tonight, but in the next probably half hour or so. I'd say half hour to an hour I'll be doing this. So if you go to daggerheart.com and you go to resources and go to downloads, they have all these downloads here for you to take. So for example, and obviously I have the core book, so that's that. But anyways, but no, we'll talk a little bit more offline. But okay, so the character sheets and guides are here. The additional, let me make this a little bit bigger. Kind of the website's a little slow right now, is because probably everybody's going to it. So they have the character sheets and guides. You can download those. Then it has the additional sheets where gear up for the first time, use your character creation sheet, sidecar, play guide, loadout, vault, equipment, blah, 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 whatever. So you download the additional sheets. It's really slow loading right away. Then you also have print and play cards. So you have the friendly version of the Daggerheart core rulebook cards. So all the cards are there. You can download those as well. They're sheets and you can cut them if you want. Then they have the blank maps. You can download those too. And if you scroll down a bit, then there's the campaign frame materials, which is printable maps and materials for our campaign frames. Then there's the quick start adventure. So you can do that, to download that. And then they have this other one, the Sablewood location. The Sablewood, it's a location for Daggerheart. If you've enjoyed the quick start adventure, you can continue exploring the Sablewood with additional landmarks, settlements, and factions, adversaries, and so forth. So download that. And then also, we failed an action roll despite our best efforts. Sometimes errors are not caught before. So there's an error data or errata, whatever, that you can download as well. That's any corrections that they made. So yeah, all of this is available for free to download right away. So that will get you started. The site is really slow right now. It's like really, really bad right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's my internet. Who knows? But yeah, you definitely do that. Now there's also something else. They have these other classes here, the Void, and they were not able to be downloaded the other day because they basically said download the Void content if you want to play test. So this is for play testing. And so they have these two new classes, the Warlock and the Fighter. And so you're supposed to be able to download them, but every time I clicked on this, it would just open up this image. So let's see if they fixed it. Yeah, they did fix it. Awesome. So you click on download there, and it gives you the Warlock Dread and Grace. And it gives you all their information, which is great because like this is basically what it is here. I'll show you. So for each character, there's the Warlock Dread and Grace. This is the character sheet. Then they have the character guide immediately after that. Then they have all of the Warlock subclass, or the two of them. I think there's two. Then you do that, and then you go on. Then here's the domains for the Dread domain. These are all the cards. You can cut them out. So this is not part of the current edition that they have. This is ones that they're testing out, but you can actually add them to your game by just, printing these out, and that's it. So they're all available. Let me download this one because I don't have this one. So I'm going to go ahead and save this copy. Save. Download. And the other one they have is the Fighter one. Download the Fighter, and you'll get the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and download this one. Save. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that part is in the Void. These are the testing ones that they're doing. That's pretty cool, though. 2 new classes. All right. So yeah, so get all that stuff. It's, like I said, it's free. And then we'll go over what we know. There's a few videos we can watch that are really short that explain everything, and we can talk about it. So we can do that whole deep dive on the next one. And I don't mind doing the videos, and even if they cut off my sound on it, because it's just for us, so it doesn't matter. So I'll finish this one up. Let me do this real quick. I'm trying to find a font that I can use for this. So for example, let's see, it says, I don't have that one. Okay, Minion Pro Italic. Let's try this one. I'm going to make it black. And we will see how this works out. And I was going to use see how I'm going to lay this out. That's stupid. Do you capitalize my or not? I don't think you do. I don't even know if you capitalize Den of Peace, but bad thing with the arc is that you can't really bend it. You have to make it smaller. Oopsie, 0. Sorry, wrong one. I don't know if I like the way that does the letters, though. Maybe not. Not sure if I like that. I don't think I like that. Nope, I don't like that. So we're gonna try something else. Let's see. Might not even like this writing. Where is that? I forgot what it was called. I bought it a long time ago. It sucks when you don't remember the fonts that you have. I need to like take a picture of them, like print them out and put them up on my wall, so to have like the 5 or 10 most common ones that I use and what they look like, so that I always switch back to those. It's not the copper one. It's very similar to this copper one. It's not Christmas. What is it called? All right, hold on. I got to look at my list of fonts that I bought. So if we go to N, purchase products, fonts purchased. That's a font bundle. That's not right. What's it called? Creative Market? Yeah, Creative Market. Okay. So this is the ones that I bought. So let's see. So bushel, I don't think that's the one I want to use. Nope, not that one. Okay. What's the other? Copper black. That was actually, is it Cooper black? Cooper black. That's it. This was one of the, I might choose this one. Italic or not italic? Maybe. Cooper black. Let's see. Endless Sorrow. What was Endless Sorrow? No, I don't want that one. This one. I also bought Ram Dome. Did I not install this? Oh, wow, I didn't install this one. Give me a second. How do I not have this one? Oh, there it is. That's actually pretty cool. That one or I think I like that. Wait, why didn't it work? Come on. Hmm. Where's the color? Normal outside color, that's fine. Do the same thing to this one. What the hell? I hate when it does that. When they're too close, so they get all weird. Too separated. Damn it. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this. I'm going to give it some thought. I'm going to look for a better font maybe, but it's going to take me a while to do that. So let me go ahead and put this into digitals. Digital products, graphics, reading cute animals. Save that there. I'm going to export this one for a moment. call this Fox Reader test. And I want to double check something. This is not the one. Let me go back. $4.29 for shipping. No, 7. No, this is not the one. There was another one. There it is. I think that was it. The problem is there's so much space is going to be missing. All right, let's just try it either way. Let's see what happens. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to do preview. So it's not terrible, but I just don't like it. I think there's something missing. And I think the line needs to be thicker. And it needs to be a different font. No. That's what happens when I try to go too fast. Yeah, it's better with the thicker font, but I need a different font, but I like the thicker outline better. And when it has the white around it, it sticks out even more. And I don't know if I like that wording, the saying. So that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Let's say yes, so I can save that. And we'll come back to this when I save that. Leave. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a break now. I'm gonna go ahead and get some lunch. Then I'm gonna come back and we can look over the Daggerheart stuff, watch a couple of videos about it, and see, because we'd like to get ourselves up to speed, and maybe we can get a game going. I don't know. We'll have to see, but we can at least look into it. So if you're interested in Daggerheart, I'm gonna watch some videos about it. I'm gonna look at my limited edition set that I have that I kind of previewed the box opening a couple of days ago, and we'll see where we end up. So until then, take care of yourself. Thanks for hanging out with me while I work, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, man. You hopefully you're around. I should be back in about half an hour or so. Thanks, man. I'll see you soon. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.